Hey guys, the 5 here with episode number 20 of our West Brom career mode on FIFA 20. Episode 20 on FIFA 20. Now, this episode, we're going to have 5 games. I'm just going to show the goals. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. I'm actually going to talk about the career mode fixes that EA have announced to be coming soon. So, what we've got is they've made the following changes. I'm reading from a list here. So, apologies if it is a bit, well, if it just, obviously if it sounds like I'm reading from a list, because I am. But we've got mode changes to added goal difference to the standing screen. Okay. They have adjusted the default goal updates audio selection in some situations. Okay, they're mini changes that don't really matter. Address the following issues. Sometimes opposing AI-controlled teams will field weaker teams in inappropriate situations. Perfect. Need that to be patched. Perfect. I want to have to add a second controller and improve the teams like I have done for all of these games. So that's really good to see. Situations where the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa League wouldn't take place during the season. That's good to know. We're in the Europa League. Hopefully we can get to the final. This fix will only impact new save files. Oh man, okay, so that fix will only impact new save files, so we might have the Europa League final in the next season, but that's fine. Hopefully if we get there, I don't care. Managers were sometimes getting fired despite having good records. Yeah, we were under pressure last season. We actually got down to like a 67 manager rating when we were fighting for promotion, like second and first, so pretty much for the whole season, and there was the worry that we might have got fired there. Various fixes to questions being asked in the press conference, brilliant. There was some like spelling errors. For some teams, it wouldn't come up with their team name; it would come up with like the percentage logo, not percentage logo, percentage symbol. So that's nice to see. Various fixes to the questions being asked. Yep, read that one. The Carabao Cup was incorrectly going to extra time in the semi-finals. Okay. Who do we have in the Carabao Cup semi-finals? We had Luton, and we beat them anyway, so that didn't really impact us last season. Indicators that show which team is controlled by the player was missing from some screens. That doesn't really... That's a minor one, obviously, another one. Corrected some issues with which teams were qualifying for various stages of the UEFA Champions League and Europa League. So I don't know if that's what we did. Obviously, we did the qualifying, and then we did the... No, we did qualifying, and then we did... What did we do? I can't even remember what we did. We played 2 rounds. One of them was qualifying, and I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, that probably did impact us near the beginning of the season. Another one is, transfers that include both a transfer fee and a player exchange do not reflect the player exchange in the associate... Oh, okay. So if you do that's lucky we didn't do that with Charlie Austin then. Because we obviously swapped Charlie Austin for Manuel, but luckily we didn't offer money. So otherwise, I think it would have meant we kept Charlie Austin and we only gave them money, or we lost the money and Charlie Austin and didn't get a player in return. I'm not quite sure what that one means. There was no email notification or refusing sell-on clauses. That's lucky. I think I've pretty much removed every sell-on clause from all my major important players. So that one wouldn't have impacted us that much anyway. It would have been a minor or a youth player who had their release clause taken. So, again, impacting us not too much. The transition screen was not properly reflecting the amount that was paid for played out for a sell-on fee following the transfer of an applicable player. So that means your sell-on fees weren't working. And I don't think sell-on fees worked last year either. So it's nice to see they fixed that. Shortcut to inbox was not correctly displayed on the press conference days. I don't think I've had that. Recently signed youth players were requesting playing time too often. We haven't had that with any of our youth players, I don't think so. I think all of our youth players have been cool. They've not really come to us and demanded playing time, which is pretty good to see. Various issues related to news articles and various text issues impacting Ligue 1. So that's pretty good to see. That was all of the main ones. And also, I've gone on MGH's Twitter. I'll leave it in the description if you want to see the tweet I'm looking at right now. It said, I've spent the last hour testing out these fixes and can confirm that the AI lineups are much better in both current and new saves. So that's what I was wondering, whether it would work on current saves or if I would have to start a new save. Obviously, if I had to start a new save, I would probably completely scratch the West Brom career and start a new one. I wouldn't simulate the season to get us back where we were. I would just start a new one, but from what I'm reading here, it's seen that it is working on current saves, which is good to see. He's also said that. Also, I see Also, it seems that AI difficulty has improved. I played a few games on Ultimate difficulty and it felt a lot better. That's brilliant to see. We're struggling in the Premier League as well with a couple of the big teams, and you can see on your screen right now we're actually struggling against Newcastle, who we've literally just lost to. And the final one of the little thread he's got here is that he simmed 2 full seasons, and each time the league table looked more realistic. E.g., example, Norwich didn't win the league and Man City didn't get relegated. So it looks as if these fixes have fixed the fixed career mode pretty much, which is brilliant to see. It's only taken them like 2.5 weeks to do it, but it does look like it's fixed to career mode. I'm having fun on career mode anyway. We are doing good with West Brom, and yeah, it's nice to see that these fixes are going to happen on the old saves. It's really good to see that. Apart from that Champions League, Europa League one, that was the only one that didn't work on old saves. Sorry. So yeah, that's good to see. Career mode has been fixed, and yeah, that's class. What we've got coming soon, we've got Weekend League coming soon. I've qualified. I couldn't be bothered to do the first or second weeks, and we're going to go straight in the third week. We're putting our team in. Weekend League, week 3. Expect that next Monday. We're going to have the games, and then we'll have the rewards. Obviously, the rewards won't be on next Monday. They'll be on the Monday after, joined on to week 4's Weekend League. But watch this goal right here. We're going to get quickly back into this. 25 yards out. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, I told you, he's got that free kick accuracy. And look at that. Look what he does to the Bournemouth players there. Embarrasses them. 2-0. It's a beautiful goal. And yeah, that's it basically. Career mode is being fixed. I don't know when it's being fixed. It's obviously out on PC right now, but I'm not quite sure when it comes out on Xbox or PS4. I think it's Thursday. It usually is on a Thursday. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll leave you with the youth reports. If you have enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and peace.